Hello and welcome to this little short video on what is a very important question in paper 1 of the English exam. As lots of you do this, lots of students will pick to write a personal essay in the composing section. And personal essays are liked by many students because it is what it says on the tin. It's personal. It's in relation to you, and nobody knows you better than yourself. And writing a personal essay gives you the opportunity to talk about yourself, talk about something maybe that happened in your life, or talk about your opinions on whatever it is that comes up in the question that's asked. It gives you the opportunity to be yourself and to write about yourself. And I suppose just in general it's always important to remember that this essay section, which is section 2 in paper 1, is worth 100 marks, which is 25%, remember, of your overall grade in English. Okay, so it's a very important section. It's a very important question. Worth a lot of marks. Like I said, it comes up in section 2 of paper 1, and in the exam you really should look to have about 80 minutes to do it. So the previous section, section 1, where there are 3 texts and you have to answer a question A and a question B, you would spend around 40 to 45 minutes on each of those questions. So the A and the B would get 40 and 45 minutes, and so would the B. And that would leave you with around about this. Okay? Now remember that in that 40 and 45 minutes you factor in reading the actual text to answer question A. Anyway, 80 minutes. Now that 80 minutes for this essay can be broken down as 15 minutes for planning it, and then when you've finished writing it, 5 minutes when you reread it and review it. Check your spelling, check does it make sense, did you leave any words out, just to read over it, because it's worth 100 marks. Yeah, it's an important question, very important question. Now, how should we actually write a personal essay? Okay, so I would always say you've got a limited window here to kind of impress the examiner. So why not, right from the first sentence, why not grab the examiner's attention? Of course, the examiner is the reader in this instance. How do you grab somebody's attention? Well, don't begin a personal essay with some boring sentence about, I think that teenagers are very good in the main. You know, just a very mundane statement like that. Why not begin with a very short, outrageous statement? Now, if it was an essay, a personal essay about how you feel at the minute, perhaps you could start off by saying, my heart is broken. Or how about by asking a question? Have you ever felt so in love that it made you feel sick? Or another statement that kind of grabs somebody's attention. Keeping a secret for 8 years is no small thing. Now, I want to read on. I want to figure out, what is this secret? Why have you kept it for 8 years? Like, who are you? What kind of a person are you? What kind of a person keeps a secret for 8 years? And, you know, what is this secret? I'm interested. I want to read on. Okay, so you grab the examiner's attention right from the start. What else? Be honest. You know, be honest in a personal essay. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. Okay? I don't know, nobody knows who you are except you. And everybody has a story in them. Everybody has a story to tell. So why not tell it? Write a personal story that's real to you, warts and all. Okay, so this is your opportunity. Like, in what other exam in the Leaving Cert? Name me another exam in the Leaving Cert that you get over an hour to do nothing but write in as clever a way as you can about yourself, about how you feel. Reflect on yourself, what you've done in your life, what you want to do in your life, your hopes, your dreams. There isn't any other exam that asks you to do that, really. Only English. So you've got to respect that. Like, if they're going to give you this opportunity, you've got to go for it. You've got to be honest. Okay? So little statements like, I've never written this down before, or these things that I'm telling you have caused me confusion for years, or, just be honest. What else could we say? You've got to reflect in a personal essay. So you've got to reflect on what you're writing. Show the examiner that you have doubts, that you have hopes, that you have regrets, that you're not sure, that you're a normal human being who is not certain of everything, that you hope this will happen, but it mightn't, that you have made mistakes, that you're learning from those mistakes. That's what we all do. We do it anyway, don't we? Like in our normal life, we do. We look back on how the day went, and we kind of think, maybe I should have done that differently, or maybe that could have gone better had I done this, or better, you could be thinking about, oh geez, that went very well today, didn't it? I'm delighted with how that went. That's called reflection. And it's what, mature human beings do. And they want to see that in a personal essay. They don't want a short story where you're telling them about a time you went to Disneyland and how much fun you had and how you got wet when you went on the water slide. No, they want something deeper than that. They want you reflecting on things. So some little sentences that could come up there, like you could use there, I have regretted it and will regret it until the day that I die. Now, that's quite deep. I don't know if I did the right thing. All I can do is keep moving forward. That's showing some doubt, showing that, you're not certain of things. None of us are. Anything else here that we could, before we look at a sample one? Keep it about you. It's not a short story about other characters. It's about you. That's why it's called personal. So you're at the center of this story. This is your chance to shine. Okay? Let's just take a quick look at the Onenote page where this little video will be up here. Of course, when I'm finished making this video, I'm going to put it in here. And you'll see the previous personal essays that have come up down through the years down along here. And down here you'll see a sample answer to one that's come up. Now, it's from the 2018 paper. I've actually highlighted that. I want to open that, so press that there. And we'll open that up and get a look at it and see what's said, because there's a few more tips and tricks in this. Okay. So, the question was, write a personal essay in which you discuss what you have already achieved in life and what you hope to achieve in the future. Now, that's about as wide open a question as they can ask. They're basically asking you to look back over your life, and bearing that in mind, look forward into your future. And what do you see? This is your opportunity to write at length about your own life. Now, in this essay, I'm not going to go into it now, but you can read into this essay. You can see all of the elements that I was talking about, the honesty, the keeping yourself at the heart of the story, the reflecting on what you've done and what you hope to do, allowing your own character to shine through, allowing your own character traits to come through, if you're humorous, or like if you are a deeply depressed person because maybe something happened in your life, or somebody did something to you in your life, or maybe you're just depressed and you don't know why. Fine, put it down, talk about it. Treat this essay like a therapy session. Nobody's going to read it. It's kind of like a diary entry, except it's a diary entry to your therapist. You've got to be honest. Therapy is no good unless you're honest, and you've got to reflect. That's what a personal essay is. See, one would hope for, emotions. One would hope for realizations. One would hope that you are thinking about what's happened in your life and, what that means for you going forward. So in your time now, you can read through this sample essay, and you can read the little points that are on the right hand side, and see if it can be used to help you do your question. Which, if we look back in our OneNote, the question was choose any of the essays. So any of them from the years listed above. So obviously not 2018, because that's the one that the sample question is made of, but 2015, 16, 17, or indeed 19. They come up every year, and more often than not, 2 will come up in a given year. You see that in 2019 there was 2 personal essays, in 2018 there was 2 personal essays, in 2017 there was only 1, but in 2016 there was 2, and in 2015 there was 2. So we can safely assume you are going to have a personal essay, at least one, on your Leaving Cert paper. And you should have the guts of one prepared before you go in on the day. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has emotions, everybody has hopes, everybody has dreams. You've got to practice writing personal essays so that when you do get your exam paper, you're able to tailor your story ever so slightly to suit the question, but you've got the bulk of the work already done. Okay, I hope that video was a little bit helpful. Take a look at the sample answer yourself in more detail and give one of them a try. Thank you.